Oh man, thank you for all your well wishes. I've been getting some Gmails, people hoping that I feel better, and finally I have a day off and I feel like doing something besides just sleeping until the next morning when I have to go back to work. Been fighting through this coup flu for a week and a half, and it's finally letting up, so I cannot describe how good it feels. So I came down here, been doing a few things. I made a couple Recurve Forms, copied off of this one, and one of the things I did was I just took one of my Debo blanks and boiled the tip. The steps I do it, because it is a tight bend. I'll boil the tips, stick it right in the water, boil it for 25 minutes, which might be excessive, but it's better to do it more and have a successful bend than do it too little and have it break. And after 25 minutes, I'll grab, wearing leather gloves, clamp it down with my hand, and then cinch this down. I call that my insurance hole, the insurance clamp, because usually when you're doing a tight recurve like this, it'll just crack right there in the center, and it's like, oh man, now I've got one good tip and a broken one. But the insurance hole, good insurance, once you get this one clamped down after it's bent, then you're pretty much golden, because this is the source of all frustrations and breakage. And then I've got this cinch down. Again, I'm golden. It's going to be successful. Take this, and if you work quickly enough, you still have some bending that's possible in here. Get this one down a little bit tight. If there's too much resistance, don't force it. Just get the clamp started, put it on your pot, cover it with your aluminum foil, steam it another 10 minutes, and that should be enough to almost drive it home. And again, you're feeling it. If you have to crank it down too hard, then just crank it down enough, re-steam it another 10 minutes, finish it off, take the whole thing out, either put it in your sink if you're working in your kitchen or just on the ground, and pour the remainder of your hot water over it slowly, and go to the next one. Now I am going to, on my Reflex handle bending form, I'm going to knock $5 down. I'd rather sell more of them for less, and I came up with a price that's fair, $32, but you know what? I'm going to relieve you. Everything is getting so much more expensive. I'm going to do my part. $27 for the recurve bend, the Reflex handle bending form for the horse bow. If you've already bought one for $32, I will give you the $5 credit on your next purchase. That's good. $27 a piece for one of these things, $45 for the set. Having two is handy, because then you can just in one day have everything set, and that's good. You can certainly just have one and then do one day and then do one the next day, but the option, 2 for $45, 1 for $27. On top of that, steam bending, I want to do some active bow making. And so I'm looking at it. Do I want to put the rawhide on one of my paddle bows, because I've got one finished and ready for the rawhide? Do I put the snake skin pattern cloth on my snake bow, which is recurved? But instead I chose to grab my Talisman, and I mindlessly, using my radius sanding block, have the limbs good. Wound up kind of hogging it off. I used my 10-inch diameter dog bone. Actually, no, that's not 10, that's 8. And got it close, and then drew a pencil line, just a wiggly line down both limbs, and then took my radius sanding block. This is 8-inch, not 10-inch diameter, and finished off the back, and using my Nicholson rasp, and this is a racer. This is actually for cleaning out orbital disc sanders. I like it as a sanding block with 80 grit. Love 80 grit, the green stuff. Rounding the handle. Then next up, imagine this. I've got a template that's kind of this tapered surface right here, but it's skinnier. and I'll draw a pencil line down there, use centering it, and then I'll see a smaller taper here. I'll scribe the back, from the back, even, and then I'll take that and the nice bevel to the lines. That's not all. I'll take one of those artist bottles, the acrylic latex. You go to Hobby Lobby or something, and there's like just hundreds of these signs. I'll use that as a sanding block, and running down the center of the belly portion of this, I'll actually make a concave channel in here and then kind of dip down here. It's a really nice detail. It doesn't reduce a lot of the stiffness, but it does lighten the tips. And a rawhide back one of these things at 50-55 pounds is a truly hard-hitting fast bow. Again, not 100% recovered, but I'm good enough to enjoy this beautiful day and work on bows. I might even take a walk along the Trout River, ride this motorcycle or my old almost 50-year-old motorcycle out there, Yamaha SR500, Captain America paint job, ride it to the walking path and just take a nice walk. It's good to be alive again. It really is. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you for your well wishes. Thank you for purchasing my stuff. I do have Wi-Fi, so I do need to get my website going. I've got a source of bows that I've made for the gallery. Putting that together. And basically, that's it. I'm done with this video. Thank you for watching.